Hi there, guys. Question number 9. This is the one that links in with the prelim material. Use Sweet Factory in the prelim material. You may also use the formula sheet. The factory is making a new sweet. The sweet will be a sphere of radius 0.8. So sphere is important, radius 0.8. The sweets will be packaged into cylindrical tubes of radius 2 centimeters and height 10 centimeters. One machine will be used for these new sweets. It will take an hour and a half before the sweets are produced and packaged. So we've got 1.5 setup time. Once the first sweets come off the production line in their tubes, the production is continuous until the end of the day. Estimate how many tubes can be filled in one working day. Give your answer to a suitable degree of accuracy. State any assumptions that you make. So my assumptions, I'm going to write those. And I've used the prelim material to create these assumptions. So I'm going to say that there are 12 hours of a work day. Okay. Of a work day. That's my first assumption. And then once it's all up and running, I'm going to say 12,000 sweets per minute. And I think I've just taken pretty much an average of what's in that prelim material. Okay, so firstly, I keep saying firstly, I'm doing everything for the first time here. Sweets per cylinder, that's what I want to know. So how many sweets can I fit into a cylinder? So a sphere has got a volume of 4/3 pi r cubed. And once that's all plugged in, we're going to get 2.144660585. And that's 4/3 times by pi times by the radius. And the radius of each suite, did I underline it? Yeah, I did, 0.8. So that's 0.8 squared. So that's your calculation for that volume of the sphere. And then the cylinder, which is pi r squared times by the height, and that'll be pi, I don't want to write 0.8, pi 2 squared, so pi times 2 squared, times by that height squared, which is 10. I'm going to just put this back into my calculator. I want to check this answer. Shift pi times by 4 times by 100. Don't tell me 400 pi. Okay. It's not times by 100, it's times by 10, because we're not squaring the 10, are we? Just times by the height. There we are, there's an error. Knew there'd be one on this paper. So that's 125.6637061. Right. I think that 80% of... I reckon there's going to be 80% capacity. So if I do 125.6637061 divided by 2.144660585, that tells me 58.59375 sweets per cylinder. And then I'm going to assume, another assumption, 80% of the volume fits because they're spheres. So there's going to be a bit of a gap. So I'm going to multiply that by 0.8, which gives me 46.875, and therefore that's roughly equal to 47 sweets per cylinder. Okay, my next bit, 10.5 hours times by 60 multiplies it to minutes. Multiplied by 12,000 is going to be how many sweets are going to be produced. So let's get that done. 10 times by... Oh, there's an ice cream truck. Can you hear that? I hope you can hear that. That's hilarious. I can't wait to play the video back to hear whether that's actually been played there. So my estimate is we can make 7 million. I'm distracted by the ice cream truck. 7.56 million sweets. Then if we can fit 47 in each tube, divide it by 47, and we get 160,851.0638 tubes filled. And then I'm just going to say 160,851 tubes in total. So what is that? Let me just check I've answered everything. Estimate how many tubes of sweets can be filled in one day. So we've worked out roughly how many sweets per minute. Then we've multiplied it by the hour of minutes to turn it into hours. Then we've multiplied it by 10.5 to work out in the working day. Why is it 10.5? I haven't mentioned that. That's because I've assumed 12 hours and then I've got to take away the 1.5 to make 10.5 hours. That 1.5 is the setup time from earlier, as mentioned in that earlier question. Right, explain how your answer may be affected by one assumption you've made. Well, if they make sweets for longer, let's say, if they make sweets for longer, oh, my dogs are about to bark, for longer, they will produce more tubes. Okay, fantastic. That is question 9 done, and I'll see you on the next paper. Good luck for your exams, and I hopefully will hear from you soon. Bye-bye.